John Bentley trains at Without Limits MMA. Matt Sellers, every guy Matt Sellers puts out is always known. I mean, Without Limits is an extremely hard, tough gym. Never puts out people that aren't coming to bang. Always.
Out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" tall, weighing at 184.8 pounds. Making his debut from Pale Horse MMA from Yellville, Arkansas, Brandon Wrecker LASSEN.
Right now I'm looking at John Bentley, and he looks extremely intense.
His opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'11" tall, weighing in at 187 pounds, with a record of 1 win, 0 losses from Without Limits MMA from Batesville, John Bentley.
John Bentley, and like I said, he has not taken his eyes off Brandon LASSEN right now. You can tell John Bentley is ready to get this joker on the road. All right, Mr. Kirby. We got John Bentley coming right out throwing. Lyon College wrestler.
Stiff jab.
But he said, no, sir, I want to throw these hands.
Stiff jab. Right hand.
Oh, yeah. Brandon's not going to be able to take too many of those, but he clinched up.
Looking for that uppercut, Brandon was. Can't run forward with those hands down. Nice counter cross. There it was.
There we go. He's showing that Lyon College wrestling.
Yes, sir. You hit me. I'm taking you down. Simple as that.
And I was just talking in the first fight he fought, last Little Rock card, he fought Ransom Nichols, which was a completely stand-up fight. I felt like as a wrestler he was maybe trying to prove that he has hands too. But I feel like in this fight he better serve himself to kind of show what he's known for.
Listen, I know some guys have lost fights because they decided to listen to the noise of their opponent by saying, you ain't got the guts to stand with. Listen, I got a skill set. My skill set's going to reign supreme. That's what happens. That's what you have to focus on. So he's doing a great job, but now he's got to do something with this. He's got to posture up. He's got an underhook, but you can't do anything with an underhook when you're on top guard. Brandon LASSEN, Wrecker, looking for control. He's not taking much damage from John's top guard. Actually, he's got his guard open. Closes it, opens it.
Anyway, yeah, right now John Bentley would do himself service. The guard's open right now from Brandon, but he is doing a good job of kind of keeping John right now from posturing up.
It looks like he's looking for that arm. Yeah, he's reaching for it again. He had like a reverse Kimura Americana from his back, but again, that's hard to get from your guard if you're going to sit up for the Kimura, clear the head. John's just kind of happy grinding him out, and just see if Rocky says, all right, guys, let's go advance your position.
Right now he postures up, but right back down, which Brandon is doing a good job of controlling that right now, but his guard's wide open. Looks like Brandon's about to use that cage to try to reverse, but
yeah, that's hard to do against a wrestler, man. Their base is unbelievable. The moment it gets compromised, they like grow a third leg or something, and they find a base and post somehow. Head and arm. Not a lot of action in the first round. I mean, it was good striking. John Bentley came out with a couple great jabs, good power, and then, clinch from Brandon with a good uppercut. Brandon LASSEN got a good uppercut.
Yeah, I feel like that wrestling took over.
John's like, let's go to the ground.
Let's keep this down in my world.
He's got to clear his hips. He's got to move his hips to the side if he's setting up for that arm bar.
Finally got that half guard. A little late now. Let's see if he can finish this round with a few strikes to look good.
He's got a head and arm control. He's got a pass for head and arm choke, but all right, round one in the books, in the fourth fight of the night here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Pyramid Fights 13 coming at you. John Bentley in the spandex, Brandon LASSEN.
Like I said, they came out both throwing a lot of good strikes. John hit him with, like I said, a couple 1-2s, but you said I feel like Brandon caught him with that uppercut.
Well, the uppercut from there was the uppercut, but he separated right here, and he threw his own jab or got his own cross, and I was like, all right, sucker, taking a ride on the double leg train.
A lot of good action. Definitely that's a round that.
There it was. That was a right hand. Yeah, drop levels.
Right under it. Beautiful level drop right there from John Bentley. With all that control, though, that's a fight round generally that the judges are going to give to John Bentley with that top control.
100%. Got the takedown, had those powerful shots to begin with, strikes. Effective striking, effective grappling. effective striking and grappling, cage control. He had it all that round. 10-9.
And he's intense, still staring Brandon down. Nice touch of gloves right now. Teep kick right from John's in the southpaw stance right now too, which is a right-handed guy, but he takes that wrestling stance.
Yeah. And another jab cross. We'll see if Brandon
switched up.
If John stays up. Oh, there's an overhand.
Oh.
Flash of the head, a little headbutt.
Yeah, it did sound like a headbutt right there. John was able to recover from it, it looked like. Oh, nice duck under from John Bentley, right back to the ground. That wrestling starting to show its dominance in this fight.
Yes, sir. Always does. 1,000 hours, man. Think about that. Just all the time training, it just becomes part of you. When your wife hubs you, you just pummel and take her down. It's just, sorry.
It ruins some gentle hugs with your wife. Yeah, you're like, hip toss.
Yeah. Somebody comes up to high five you, slap knuck, and you take him down. It's just first impressions, man. That really ruins some things. Half mount.
Brandon's got a little blood coming out of his cheek too. That might have been from that headbutt.
Yeah, it could have been. I was watching boxing last night, and a guy won with a headbutt, split the guy's eye open, and he won that way. And I just don't know how. It wasn't at least a no contest, you know. But man, it's unfortunate. Title and everything.
Yeah, it looks like he might have. He got a little damage. John got damage from it also.
Yeah.
He's trying to walk off the cage, but John's doing a great job of keeping that half guard and keeping the top pressure right now.
All about that base. Just the grind. This is it. Welcome to the grind. Embrace the suck. That is what you've got to do. Knowing you're going to come against a wrestler, you just got to tell yourself, all right, guys, your whole team, put me down. Put me in position. Let's go. Grind me down for hours and hours on end.
Brandon was doing a good job there trying to hip out, but John's just, that top pressure he's got, it's hard to deal with.
Lions Wrestling, you said. I saw Lions Wrestling coach, big man. The big man is here.
Big cat. That's a monster right there. It'd been good to see a Nathan Kirby Big Cat fight back in the day.
Hey man, we got the day right in front of us.
We'll do 12 fights tonight. Oh, John's able to pass his half side guard.
Great idea defending, bad idea giving up your back. But you know, with wrestlers, they're not hook setters. And see how he's dropping him and dumping him with that shoulder control. That's just wrestling right there.
Oh, and he goes right into mount. High loses it, though.
Great movement on Brandon.
He really is. He's doing a great job of forcing scrambles. But John's doing a lot of damage in this round, though.
Yeah. 10-second warning, 5 seconds left of the second round, and it's been the John Bentley show.
It really has. His wrestling is just, it's top-notch.
Superior.
And it's showing in this fight. Once he gets Brandon down, he gets on top, you can tell Brandon's having a real tough time dealing with that.
That was his overhand right. He was going to sit. That was the headbutt.
I missed it, Mr. Kirby.
Nice uppercut. That's it, man. Man, you got to load. You got to drop levels. I was telling that to Dredd. Same thing. You know, we watch him, and he has so much power. And he throws it from Egypt, from his hands 14 feet behind his body, and
does everything with reckless abandon.
Man. And, you know, all you got to have is a great wrestler to recognize those things. You drop levels under it. That's why you got to load with your body and your legs, and
especially when you know you're going against a guy that's going to try to duck under your shots and shoot for that double leg.
Yeah,
John Bentley's doing a better job, I feel like, in this fight too, of putting together his wrestling. You know, with his strikes.
Looking across the cage at John Bentley, he's ready. His tan's on point.
He's definitely ready. Feeling it. He basically hasn't taken his eyes off Brandon for the first 2 rounds, but now he's doing a little crowd work, it looks like. Doctor in there checking it out.
Ahmad Yusuf looking him at, just make sure he doesn't have a concussion. He's good. Doctor says good.
Dr. Yusuf's top notch.
Yeah, and again, that's just from an inadvertent headbutt. Really, I mean, Brandon's so calm. His debut in there. He stands there with his hands down. He doesn't swing, doesn't sway.
That was a kind of a long shot right there. He didn't really set that one up as well, and it obviously did not work out for him.
He doesn't want to take any damage. That's what it is. Here comes the lateral.
Like you were saying with the debut, these debut fighters aren't, people think debut, they think unskilled. Does not mean that anymore. These guys are coming in with
6 months, 10 months, 12 months, a
year
and
sometimes.
A half. You find them that have, some training, and they've been training, and then they mix their training up for the last year and a half with wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys, and I'm really impressed. He's defending that single leg from a pretty solid wrestler.
And landed a couple nice knees off the cage, too.
He's whizzing. He's got the underhook. He's looking to control the wrist.
Another nice knee right now.
He's got a better center faster than that. A little slower, he's going to get it snatched up.
Yeah, definitely don't want to leave it hanging like that. When you throw kicks or knees against a wrestler, you do not want to be lazy and not snap them back, because they will grab that and put you on your back.
John Bronze Body Bentley.
John right now could throw some nice knees. It's wide open, but I guess Brandon decided to listen.
Yeah, he's digging. He's doing a really good job with those underhooks trying to defend. And this is where John's got to,
Ooh, beautiful knee from Brandon off the cage.
It isn't cardio. That's one thing wrestlers have, the tenacity. Wrestlers never have to question their cardio.
Rocky's seen enough. He breaks it up.
He is breathing. He took a big deep breath. Turn around.
Ooh, nice kick right there. John's definitely looking like he's getting a little tired, standing a little flat-footed right now.
Oh, turn your back.
I tell you, I'm extremely impressed with Brandon right now. His composure for a debut guy, taking a headbutt, taking damage, knowing he's down 2 rounds, he's still standing right in the cage, standing right in the center, and looking to take John's head off.
Yeah, he's got to mix his punches up without showing them, because if he shows a little bit. That was good counter
beautiful.
jab. Oh, good stiff jab by John Bentley.
Nice teep. Oh! I love when people throw that teep and throw the cross right after it.
There's a run the pipe.
Beautiful. Ran the pipe on it, got him down.
Just a matter of time before it was going to happen.
Right into side control, too. Nice little elbows from John from top. For amateurs, elbows to the head are not legal. Elbows to the body, perfectly fine, though, guys, just like with knees. And right now, John doing a great job staying busy on top and into this round with great thing. I definitely feel like that was 3 rounds for John Bentley.
Yeah, definitely. Great fight from Brandon, though. Not taking anything away from it. Just John's wrestling was the answer to everything.
Very, very impressed with Brandon Lassen. With debut guys, you never know what to expect, and I knew he had a tough fight coming up in John Bentley, and he weathered the storm, and even in the 3rd round, he stood in the center, and he really, really was trying for that win. He didn't feel defeated. He definitely came out, so we should hold his head up, and hopefully we'll be seeing him, get back in the gym, and we'll see another fight from Brandon Lassen. But congrats to John Bentley on moving to 2-0 in the Pyramid Fights cage. I really feel like John did a better job that time. The last time against Ranson, like I said, it was a great battle, great on-the-feet battle. John really didn't show a lot of his wrestling. I feel like with this fight, he did a better job of mixing in his wrestling and in his strikes, and I'm extremely impressed. All right, fight number 4 down already tonight, guys. Seems like they're going fast. Waiting for the judges' scorecard, which, like I said, unless we're watching a different fight than I was watching, it should be a pretty clear-cut victory for John. But Brandon Lassen has nothing to hold his head down about.
Decision, all 3 judges score the same for your winner, unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner, John Bentley.
Beautiful Bianca Page, the ring girl, giving John his medal.